Over the last couple of years, I've had a number of people ask me just where in the world is safe. Well, based on the movements of the elite and the super rich, they all seem to be buying estates in New Zealand. So is this a good idea? Let's just have a quick look at where might be safe from various different natural catastrophes. First, let's have a look at the Ice Age, the new Ice Age. And what we're looking at here is a picture of what I call snowpack hazard. And this is a 20-metre deep drift in Japan that they've cut a hole through to let the road be used. If you don't feel this is a hazard, feel free to skip to the next one, but I think this sort of event could kill many people purely from roof collapses, crop shortages, and, well, there's any number of things you can think of really. So here's a map, and this map is based on the fact that during the last little ice age, Yorkshire in England, they had years where the snow never melted. And this is what really causes a snowpack hazard. If you imagine the annual snow, triple it, and then have that year upon year and it never melts in between, that's the start of glaciation. Now, if the ice age is short, glaciers won't have the chance to form, but it's still going to be a hazard. And this map is based on that, and all I've done is I've taken the places on the planet which are the same average temperature as York, and I've plotted a line anywhere within that blue area is likely to see this snowpack hazard. So let's have a look at superstorms. Now, what is a superstorm? Well, a superstorm is a continuous wind in my definition, or a semi-continuous wind. Now, at the moment we get gusts of maybe 100, 120 miles an hour, and I'm saying that this is going to be the base speed of these storms. And this happens in a band around the equator in areas where we currently have wind problems at certain times of the year. Those wind problems are due to the northern and southern hemisphere being widely separated in terms of temperature. Now, this map actually shows this band, and what I've done is I've just plotted areas where the winds are known to be bad at various times of the year. I've joined those all up together to make an area which loops the globe, and this obviously is going to make air travel difficult, if not impossible, and sea travel very difficult as well, because we all know that heavy winds cause waves. Now, finally, let's have a look at volcanoes. Well, volcanoes produce a number of hazards. There's the obvious ones from lava, there's the less obvious ones, which is the ash which drifts down out of the atmosphere. And in fact, the last time the Yellowstone supervolcano went off, most of the United States was covered with 10 metres of volcanic ash. Now, this obviously is a problem. So let's have a look at the map. We've got Yellowstone marked, obviously. There's also the new supervolcano, which scientists are even more worried about, in the sea off Japan. There's a number of other volcanoes that I've marked, which basically are ones that are active and could very well blow. So that's volcanoes. Let's have a look now at combining all these maps and seeing where in the world is really safe. Well, here we've got an overlay with all of the maps, and as you can see, I've added a green layer. And that green layer is where I reckon it's pretty damn safe. As you can see, I've left a border of a few hundred miles around the green layer. And yes, our wonderful leaders and elites are correct. New Zealand does seem to be rather a safe place, well away from practically anything that could threaten it. There's a number of countries which are totally unsafe, as you can see. North America being one of the least safe, apart from a little triangle there. Yeah, it's pretty sobering really when you look at it. My own country in England, about the only safe place is the southwest county known as Cornwall, perhaps bits of Dorset as well. Apart from that, most of England, I'm afraid, is possibly going to be toast. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, obviously leave a comment. If you feel that it's a good idea, you can obviously post this video in other forums about the place, especially prepping forums, and I'll see you again soon. And I'll leave this map up for a short while so you can study it a little more carefully. Thank you very much.